So first of all, one of my favorite tours ever was that Spain tour. Just Westbound went over and did 10 days or whatever.
No, 6 shows, 7 days. Out.
Just
And then you guys were gone.
all in Spain. No like Italy, Germany. It was just all Spain, and it was so beautiful, man. And it was so. I remember we were talking about comfort before that tour, and it was like the most comfortable tour. And we just like rocking tapas, and it was Luke's like first one of Luke's.
Yeah, it was my first European thing with you guys. Yeah. Oh yeah.
So I remember thinking like, yeah, don't get used to this, Luke.
Yeah, you kept saying that. We're staying like nice hotels.
It was like a charmed tour. It was one of those tours, except for the first night when we played that festival. So we get off the plane and onto this festival, and there's like thousands of people at this festival. It was a great festival, and we played.
Oh yeah,
Pepper Pots, yeah, man. Who else? There were some other bands that we knew that were there. I think
it was. I just remember the Pepper Pots.
Wasn't there an American band there too? Another American band?
Maybe one of the other Spain festivals.
I know Ace was there. Ace was there hanging out.
Really?
So why was Ace there?
He was just hanging out in Spain with Jordy, I think. Right? Jordy.
He
was
did
like
that from time to time. He said.
Yeah.
I love Ace, man. I love Ace.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
Super awesome. Salt of the earth. Yeah. Real dude. Solid dude.
Yeah.
So we played our set and it was great. And me and Luke were like, Luke's blissed out. It's his first like, European thing with the band, and
it was
played a huge
night, big audience.
Totally, like big massive audience, and so we're in Spain, and it's always exciting the first night, And so we go. I think we're looking for coffee, right, Luke? We're going looking for coffee, and
I think so. Yeah.
And it's like no place was open. I don't know if it was a Sunday or what was going on, but we couldn't find. It was a Sunday, right? We couldn't find anything. So we just walked around, and it started to get cold, and the sun, it was dark out and everything, and we walked around for quite a while, like an hour or something, hour and a half, and we wanted to get coffee to warm up, and there wasn't any, so we're just freezing, and we're like, well, screw it, let's just go back and have a beer and whatever. And we're walking back, and we're like, let's take a pee break, It's just like walking through some park, but it wasn't lit very, very well, so we're like, whatever, just find a tree. And so there's some people here and there. So Luke's like, oh, I'm gonna go down this little, like, kind of like a little slope and like this little path, kind of thing.
Path, yeah.
We'll call it a path. And
it looked like a path.
It was a slope down and then a very flat, like dark colored thing, greenish kind of a thing. It kind of smelled weird in retrospect.
Oh God!
But so Luke's like, I'm just gonna jump down here, and I don't know if we were walking, we wouldn't have been walking on the path if there was a path.
Point. Yeah.
Of course, that didn't occur to us. And I remember you saying, I'm just gonna jump down and pee down here, and I
remember being in midair too when you said
Luke jumped, and I literally, while he was in the air, was like, unless it's like water or something.
Make sure it's not water. I remember when my feet didn't hit solid ground, that feeling. And
I just heard a splash, and I couldn't believe it, and you must have been even more shocked.
Oh,
it was a stagnant, nasty canal. Just
and I went to my shoulder deep in swamp. And I also remember I had like my favorite. I still like these great Puma shoes.
Yeah.
Like diesel jeans on. They were like $250.
Oh man!
And I was, oh man!
And I remember getting to business.
I remember being like, how I get home. I was thinking about that a little while ago. How did we get back to the venue and go to the hotel?
So
we just walked back, and but I remember being like, I remember getting to business and being like, Luke, all right, Luke's first tour. Everyone loved to bust Luke's balls already, and I'm like, all right, like we need to like hide this, because if we just go crawling back to the backstage of this outdoor venue tent, soaked in canal water, they're never gonna live it down, like ever.
It's gonna be bad, man.
But this is gonna be good, brother.
I remember, like, at a certain point, had we played already in this town?
Yeah, we played already.
Yeah.
Thank
Okay.
God.
Yeah, we had already played.
So then I remember coming back. Our green room was like a trailer behind the stage, and I remember, and we had a proper like room to ourselves. But like the other bands, I think because they were local, most of them had kind of like left and not were really hanging out. And I remember coming back, I guess, from merch backstage, and then seeing like a pile of wet clothes. What the fuck? Like, I didn't know who it was. I didn't want to know. I was just like, huh, weird. And then like, I guess you must have changed into your stage clothes. Like, what did he must have worn? You must have worn your stage clothes,
That's
right?
I must have put on my other clothes.
And then you went back to the hotel, and that hotel was next to like a little mini mall. And like,
I remember him waking up in the morning early to go get shoes.
We just happened to, thank God, our hotel was like in a mall. I woke up the next morning, and it was like the hippest European. Like, I probably spent like $400 on like a pair of jeans and a t-shirt. But yeah, at least I was able to straighten it out.
Welcome to tour.
Yeah. And then we all found out about it the following day.
That's right. We actually really tried to keep it a secret, I think, didn't we, Rick?
I was adamant about trying to protect you from the wolves.
Nice of you, dude.
I think maybe
I don't know that like would have gone down.
If it was your first tour, it would have. It wouldn't have now. I would have been like, "Hey guys, guess what Josh did?" but everyone knows you, you know.
Yeah.
I was trying to protect Luke because
what a guy.
First tour.
But then I actually remember forgetting that entire story up until about 5 or 6 years ago, like when I was actually headed to Spain on a vacation with my family, and Luca was like, "Hey, remember when we were at the thing and I jumped in the canal?" And I was like, "Oh my God!" And I just fell in love with the story all over again.
Oh my God!
It's such a classic.
It was cold too. It was like cold water, man. It was like 50 degrees out.
It was like 50 degrees out.
I'm sure it was so cold. Holy crap!
Yeah.
And I remember it smelling really just stagnant, swampy. It was really bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did
you pee, or did you end up holding it until like the walk back? Like, did mission accomplished or no?
That's a good question.
That's a good question. I don't know. I'd probably just piss myself and just forgot.
You might as well. It's not going to get worse than that water. Yeah.
I know. But man, I'll never forget. To me, that story, the pinnacle of that story is literally being like mid-air, jumping, and Richie being like, "I hope it's not water."
No turning back.